a righteous protection.
Would you act the same? No, you wouldn't. I guarantee you, you wouldn't even go outside and smoke them cigarettes. Now, I get asked about that, like, oh, well, will it smoking cigarettes wrong? I'm going to tell you, this is all I ever say. I can't tell you that, you know what I mean, smoking cigarettes will keep you out of heaven. I can't tell you that. Because, you know, it's not completely crystal clear scripture-wise for me to make that call. I do know there ain't no ashtrays in heaven. And I do know them gold streets ain't got cigarette butts up and down. You know what I mean? I do know that. Now, what if you right? What if you right and it's alright to smoke and you can get into heaven from smoking? Cool. What if you right? But what if I'm right? Something about it. What if I'm right? What if smoking keeps you out of heaven? Was it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Why risk it, bro? Why? That's you know, that's my main point. Why even risk it? I mean, not only the fact of it might keep you out of heaven, but the fact of your health. But I don't think you'd be outside smoking. You know, Jesus was right there with you, right here with you every day, and you seen him and was talking to him, and he touching you with stuff, pushing on you. You know how fellas, you know how we play and fight with each other, but nah. The cigarettes, that's up to you, man. I can honestly say, see, that's the thing with me. I smoked for 13 years, you know what I mean? So I can say, yeah, it's easy to quit. Easy. My last cigarette I smoked was like, what, June 15th or 16th, 2007? It's a Saturday. Sunday night, I gave my life to the Lord. Monday morning, I got up and went to jail for 4 or 5 months, however long. And when I got out, I had a fresh pack in my drawer in the bathroom. Went outside. I lit one up. I hit it about 3 or 4 times. Looked at it, I was like, why in the world did I waste all this time, this energy, and this money on it? Put it down, put it out through the pack in the garbage, and that was that. Let me tell you, when you get sanctified, you don't have to make the conscious decision to quit. He does it for you. Give it to him. But see, we as people, we don't want to give it to him. Man, I want to quit smoking. I need to quit smoking. You don't want to quit smoking. That mean you need to. Yeah, that's a given, but you don't want to. Because if you wanted to, you would. I'm a firm believer in choice. There's always a choice. Because he gave us freedom of choice. Always a choice. Be it good or bad, there's always one. And of course, the majority of the time, if we, as just a human being, a carnal human being, make a choice, it's the wrong choice. You know, I've learned, like, from my grandparents, I remember, you know, when I was younger, when they was, you know, shopping for a new car, they prayed about getting the right car. And to me, you know, I wasn't no Christian then, so to me, it was like, why in the world, why is you praying about getting the right car? You can get what you want. Now I understand that. I pray about everything. I mean, stuff that you would deem just small, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I pray about small to big, short to tall, all of that. And it works for me, and it can work for anybody. You know, I don't want to make decisions on my own because I'm fearful of making the wrong decision. You know what I'm saying? So lean on him some more. That's what he's there for. And it's especially hard for me because I have a superhero complex. I'm like, I can save everybody. Yeah, I can't. The Lord has gotten on to me a lot and has set me down a lot about stuff because, you know, I would bang my head against the wall trying to, you know, reach people that didn't want to be reached. And he would tell me, son, you can't do that. You know, you wasting and exhausting your energy and your time on this person that's not going to hear you when there's these people over here that need to hear you. He sat me down and put me on stuff about that. You know, he would put me in the path of those I need to be in the path of and put those in my path that need to be in my path. because everybody's not gonna reach everybody. You know what I mean? There's certain people that can only reach certain people, especially with me and in my case, and you know what I came from, the type of life I came from, and the way I'm at now, which is why, you know, taking this gospel back to the street, man, because that's where it needs to be. We gotta get it out. You know, if every person that, every real, you know, child of God, if we all stayed in church and just stayed on that pew and we kept everything within us, how are we effective? We're not effective. You know, I think sometimes people feel like, yeah, I'm saved, I do right, I live right, I'm going to heaven. Cool. That's true. You going to heaven, but as a true Christian, as a true follower of Jesus, a true student, true child of the Lord, man, we're supposed to get out here and help. That's what he did. He knew he'd go to heaven, regardless of anything. Did he keep that to himself? No, he came down here, and every day he was out there with the people, the sinners, the publicans, everybody. He was out there with everybody, walking amongst them, talking to them, teaching them, reaching them. That's what we got to do. Effective. As you know, that's the key word. You got to be effective. So I look forward personally to really getting my mind right, you know what I'm saying, and mentally, spiritually getting to this place that he wants me to be, so I can get out there and be effective. You know what I'm saying? Be effective today, tomorrow, and the next day. Get out there, you know. I don't know. I think sometimes that I don't want to say people are scared to talk to other people or witness to other people about the Lord, but sometimes you don't really know the angle to come at. I can't tell you how to go about it because, you know, I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know their circumstance, what have you. I just know that for me, I just come straight out with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm boisterous. I got a loud personality. I'm just out there, you know. I got my heart on my sleeve. Like, it's there for all to see. I don't hide nothing from nobody. You want to know anything, you can ask. I keep it real with you, I'll tell you. I don't have no shame in where I came from and what I was to where I'm at and who I am. It's all because of him. Be effective. He's watching. He's right here with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Give him a dap and a hug or something. You know what I'm saying? A high five, yeah. You know what I mean? He's there, man. Just think about it. He's there. How will your decisions, how will your choices change? And they can only change for the better. It would in no way, shape, or form. My bad, my virus thing popped up. But your decisions and your choices based off of if he's right here with me, it will not be bad. It will all be good choices, be better choices. So keep that in mind, man. I'm gonna start putting down here in the description, man. I'm gonna put a link to the sinner's prayer. You know, in my earlier videos, I would say it at the end of each video. And I know that time, you know, when you decided that's what you want to do, that's a very personal, very intimate time. I don't want you to have to, you know, be looking at me. So I'm going to put a link on there and you can go read it and do it for yourself, man. Don't waste your life. Do it now. Give him your life, man. He loves you. He loves us all. He died for us. You know what I'm saying? So, next week, if I don't do it this week, I don't know. It depends on the Lord's time frame, not mine. Start that meals, baby. Motivation and inspiration for living life sinless. It's possible. It's attainable. It's not perfection. Don't get that twisted. Being sinless don't mean you're perfect. Doesn't. Or it doesn't. If it did, that would be an abomination within itself, because we can't be perfect. You know, making a mistake don't necessarily mean it was a sin. Maybe I got an attitude with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I was mean. Maybe I said something I shouldn't have said to him. You know what I'm saying? Is that a sin? Not necessarily, but it's just not a good way to live. So, motivation and inspiration for living life sinless, man. We can have them spiritual meals. You know, everybody in the world wants the material millions. Them spiritual meals, man. Catch y'all next week, man. Next video. Holla at your boy, baby. Keep it real. Live righteous.